Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this special bulletin. Journalists, for a very long time, at least, originally, were on the side of the customer, the people, the individual, trying to get information out there, actual factual information. Instead, especially in game journalism, it seems like they are simply running damage control, running defense for these one developer, one AAA studio after another, almost coming across as going on the attack and sometimes blatantly attacking the customer, the gamer, as if that's some sort of bad word. And well, nothing could be further from fact. I don't even know what I'm saying. We're going to move on. We're going to talk about Borderlands 4 right now because, well, there was a little bit of a kerfuffle, a little bit of a discussion going on when good old Randy Pitchford came out, was talking about the game possibly being $80, and someone said, well, if you're a real fan, you'll be able to figure it out. And there was a bit of an uproar. Everyone, including myself, made videos on it because you don't say that. Figure out a better way to say it. Maybe. But now, Borderlands 4, the pre-release pricing has come out, and boy, oh boy, it's something. This is Ubisoft levels of despicable as far as predatory pricing, as far as I'm concerned. But this first little article, before we get started, I'm going to do my best to formulate this into a coherent video. Come along for the ride as I fail miserably. Borderlands 4, over from Polygon from Mark Griffin, won't be $80 after all. Pricing debacle is over. Heavens be praised. The pricing debacle will be over, finally putting a rest to the tired conversation surrounding Borderlands 4. The tired conversation of how much it's going to cost. Well, when you continue to price mediocre at best looking games at premium, overly premium prices, people are going to have something to say. But it gets worse. Now, for pre-order, price at $70. Don't say it's not $80 anymore. It's only $10 cheaper. But man, oh man, do we have some interesting bundles, deluxe edition, collector's edition, and more so. But Polygon wasn't alone. This over from PC Gamer. After all the anger and noise, just noise, folks, you're overreacting. You are blowing things completely out of proportion and making a mountain out of a molehill. You shouldn't have a problem with $80 for Borderlands 4, but don't worry. It's not $80. It's only $70. How did Borderlands 3 land? I heard it was like a wet fart in a car. Anyway, it isn't $80 anyway, but there's a whopping expensive deluxe edition if you want to spend even more on it, because, yeah, let's do that. Borderlands 4 pre-orders are live now, and everything is fine. How do you write nonsense like this? We're not going to come out and chastise anyone for $80 price tags. Heaven forbid we go after Nintendo if you are in the AAA, the mainstream journalism, so-called journalistic environment. No, we're not going to do that. After weeks of hand-wringing outrage, ill-advised social media posts, thanks for Randy Pitchford, and the sturm and drang of online gamer life, because heaven forbid we're going to write an article without insulting the critics. Borderlands 4 pre-orders are finally live, and it is not, as some had feared, an $80 game. Oh, don't worry. It's way more than that. But if you want to throw nearly double the regular price at it, there's an on the table for that too. What on earth is this? This is almost Anthem levels of pre-order nonsense. You got the special edition, deluxe edition, and super deluxe edition. And there's one extra out there, folks. You get the base game on each one of them. So if you want to be the ho-hum normie out there that just wants the base game, why? Just wait a few months. One of the articles I said, or you could just wait till January when it's $40. I got a kick out of that. The Bounty Pack bundle. Well, you can only get that in the deluxe and the super deluxe. Firehawk's Fury, I believe. Which one is Firehawk's Fury? Where is that? Firehawk's Fury, that's right here. This little snippet right there. That is a weapon skin. This is the Super Deluxe Edition. Let's go back to the regular old normie, the not so normie, Normie Plus Deluxe Edition. This is all post-launch content. Future content. They want your money, folks. They want your money before the game even comes out for promised content. Over here at Games Radar Plus, Borderlands 4 post-launch roadmap includes 2 new Vault Hunters behind a paywall, 2 new stories behind a paywall, and a bunch of extra missions and areas. You can buy it all now with the right pre-order. They want your money before the game's even released. They want all of your money. They're going to hit you with FOMO. Because if you don't pay this little pre-release price right now, it's going to cost you $10 or $20 more when the future content actually comes out. Pre-order is now live. You can all breathe a sigh of relief. No, I don't think I will. I still think $70 is a bit much depending on the game. For a Borderlands game, I'm not paying $70. I probably wouldn't pay $40. I wasn't interested in the game. It was okay for a few hours, but then it got overly repetitive for me. You may end up spending way more because they want your money. Also, we've also received word about what the post-launch roadmap will include. Like I said, right over here, you got the unique areas. Again, this is all, can you really say it's hidden behind a paywall? These are expansions. This is honestly, and unfortunately, nothing new for video games because they would sell the season passes. That's where the season passes started. They would sell the game and they had a plan for the future. We're going to release 2 expansions. Now, when the expansions release, they're going to be $35. Let's pull a number out of my head. They'll be $35 each. So if you want both of them at the time of their release, you spend $70 or the low price of $50 right now on a digital item that really doesn't take up any space, so there's no overhead to worry about. For $50, you can buy that season pass right now, sight unseen. And that's an interesting thing. The game is not out yet. Borderlands 3 was met with some negativity, perhaps. But we're going to release some pre-order bundles. The Bounty Pack Bundle, the Firehawk's Fury, which is cosmetic skin, but new Vault Hunters, Ornate Order Pack, and apparently new areas, Vault cards, new gear. What else we got here? 2 playable Vault Hunters, new story and missions. That's the Vault Hunter Pack. What's the Ornate Order Pack? Skins, heads, bodies. Gilded Glory Pack, skins, skins, skins. You're so cute, I wanna wear you like a suit. Anyway, that's a disturbing song, but I digress. So they want upwards of 140. Where's the price? 130 super duper deluxe edition for $130 for all this extra stuff, which is essentially, future content, roadmap content, sight unseen content. Where have I heard that before? And I closed the tab, so that totally ruins that that visual, but whatever. Destiny did this over and over again. Destiny 2 did this. Bungie did this over and over and over again. The fear of missing out, FOMO. Buy this now for $10 off or pay extra when the content actually releases. Dungeon keys, maps, quests, content for the game behind a paywall. Trust us, bro. It's all fine, well, and good. Don't worry. It will be good. We promise you'll get your money's worth. I bet you don't get a refund if you pay that $130. But again, as you've already probably seen, or if you're listening, cool. Thank you for making it this far. Forget the $100 and $130 deluxe editions. Borderlands 4 has a pretty rad collector's edition that doesn't include the game. What? It doesn't include the game. Or you can wait till January. This was the article. Games Radar Plus getting a little dig in there against against Gearbox. Right? Gearbox. Yes? Okay. You can wait until January when you will probably be able to pick it up for $40. Or hey, maybe they'll be offering it for free on the Epic Store or on Game Pass or on Sony PlayStation. Their little Game Pass feature. Now, what is this rad deluxe collector's edition that does not include the game? What do we got here? You get a map of Kairos, which is cool. I've played a few games. I've bought a few extra little special editions. Shift code card for 5 golden keys in Borderlands 4. No idea what that is. Probably more extra stuff hidden behind paywalls that's only available for those golden keys. That'll probably cost money when you buy the game. You won't be able to earn those in game. Will not surprise me. Vault symbol necklace. Aren't you excited for that? Now, this little statuette for collectors is definitely something, people would be interested in. You always got the collectors, but I'm going to go over here. What do we got? Oh, lithographed art prints. Again, cool, fine, and dandy. Game sold separately. What? So if you want this, and you want the regular game, so this is $140. This is where it gets into the egregious, disgusting, predatory monetization. Echo 4 bundle. What is the purpose of this bundle? It's to get an extra $150 out of you. Why not just sell it for $200 with a limited run? That way, people get the full game. Or if you're going to be really, really kitschy, sell it for $250, and you have bundled in with it the Super Deluxe Edition. Now, I'm sure there are a ton of people that will jump at the chance for something like that, but this is where the common sense in the marketing department just is non-existent. Okay? This is $150. Sure, collectors will probably jump at the chance to buy this, but you'd probably easily get more people. Increase the price by $100. I'm giving the market department, I'm a nobody, giving the marketing department ideas. You tack on $100 to this, make it $250 for the Super Deluxe Edition included. So you get all the bells and whistles. Essentially, you're telling people they're going to get $300 worth of digital products for the low price of $250. But they're not going to do that because they're going to try to squeeze every single solitary ounce of money. There are people that are going to drop $150 on the Super Deluxe Edition and $150 on this Echo 4 bundle so they can have the map and the little statue and the lithographs and all that other stuff and all this extra paywalled content hidden behind a trust me, bro, we promise it's going to be good. Sure. Let's everyone celebrate and praise and everything that the game is not $80, and there will be the usual suspects that take credit for that. And as you can see, there are the usual suspects that will continue to insult the critics. How interested are you in Borderlands 4? Are you going to be buying any one of these bundles? I highly recommend against it, unless I guess, maybe if you're a real fan, like Randy said, if you're a real fan, you'll figure it out. You'll find a way, because this is the way. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Leave a like, leave a dislike, do all those nifty little things that you do, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.